Hey, what's up guys, Pattycakes here. So I spent the last few days grinding for the new Revoker sniper that comes from the Crucible competitive playlist, and I want to give you a few first impressions of how I thought the gun performed, and let you know basically if I thought it was worth your time to go grind it. So this sniper is actually pretty easy to obtain. All you need to do is go to Shacks in the tower and pick up a quest called In Your Sights. The quest requires you to get 300 sniper kills for any Guardian, 50 headshot kills on any Guardian, and then 3,500 total comp points. Now it's a little different than how this works in previous seasons where you'd have to grind to a particular glory rank like Fabled or Legend. So the way this works is that it actually is a cumulative point total for your glory points this season. So for example, let's say that you went on a big win streak in comp, you got 1,000 points, and then you lost 500 points. You'd actually still be at 1,000 points on the quest, even though your glory shows 500 points for your actual ranking. To make things even a little easier, if you actually get your sniper kills in competitive, it counts 2 for every one. So for example, if you get 1 headshot, it gives you credit for 2 headshots on the quest. So taking a look at the stats, one of the main things that pops out right away is this range stat of 80. It's one of the highest of any sniper in the game. It also has a handling stat of only 30, which is pretty low for most competitive snipers in the game right now. I definitely recommend trying it out with Dragon Shadow if you're on Hunter, or a fitting aspect on a Warlock to make this a little bit snappier. It helps a lot when you're switching between your weapons. As for the perks, Extended Barrel gives a lot of extra range. You have Accurize rounds, which also gives you more range. Snapshot gives you incredibly quick time to aim down sights, which is also great. It's pretty much a staple on most competitive snipers. And then the real interesting thing here is the Reversal of Fortune. So the way this perk works is that you basically shoot and miss. If you miss your shot, you have a 2-second window where if you don't shoot again, it will refund that bullet right back into the magazine. That's actually really strong, because if you don't spam your shots, you're basically guaranteed to get that bullet back. You can see in the gameplay that I miss a lot of shots, unfortunately, and almost every single time I'm able to get that bullet back. The only time it usually doesn't happen is if you spam your shots too quickly, you'll miss out on the perk for that first bullet that you shot. One of the other things that hurts the sniper a little bit is that it's the 72 RPM model, like Bite of the Fox. And unfortunately right now, I think most top players would agree that that's just not a very desirable archetype. It's not a terrible thing, and it definitely works okay in certain situations, like if you're gonna hit a body shot and then clean up with like an SMG or a hand cannon. The problem though is that with 140 snipers right now, they're so incredibly strong because they can double body so quickly, and also if you do miss your first headshot, you have a second chance to hit that headshot so quickly. I found in my small amount of time I've been able to play with this gun, the 72 RPMs just really held me back, where if I would hit a body shot, you pretty much have to either switch to another weapon, or by the time you're able to hit that second body shot, you've waited so long that the person has time to get behind cover or shoot you back. There's a lot of bad things that can happen. I think that the 90 RPM and the 140 RPMs are just a lot stronger right now. What I would recommend for Bungie is that if they would make it so that 72 RPMs could one-shot supers, that would really give this sniper a lot more versatility and usefulness in the Crucible. But unfortunately, right now that's just not the case. What I did notice about the sniper is that the perk works incredibly well in Countdown. I think that this might be the best sniper to use in Countdown, because often in Countdown, since there's not the normal flow of like a control or a clash map where you're running around the map, getting kills, getting ammo, able to kind of build up some reserves with your sniper, this sniper actually lets you take those kind of more risky shots, and then if you do miss, just wait those 2 seconds and you get your bullet right back. So it's pretty much ideal for Countdown. I think that's certainly the strongest mode to use the sniper. I felt like in quick play with Control and Clash, I kind of just preferred using a different sniper that shot a little bit faster. It's really hard to get those like really fast kills like you can with something like Twilight Oath, where you can shoot 3 or 4 people in a row almost as fast as you can fire, just because the 72 RPM really holds it back. The other slightly unfortunate thing about the sniper is that it is in the kinetic slot, and while that's not inherently a bad thing, one of my favorite guns in the game right now is the Last Word. It pairs incredibly well with the sniper because it lets you shut down people who are rushing you or playing with a shotgun, playing with an SMG, and unfortunately, since they're both in the kinetic slot, you can't use them together. What I did find to pair really well with Revoker was the Recluse. I think that's probably the best pick right now, and they just synergize really well together because you can get those one-hit kills with your sniper, switch to the Recluse, run around, shred people with the perk active, and then when it runs out, you switch right back to the Revoker, get another pick, and run around like so. The Not Forgotten is still another good option, but unfortunately with the recent nerf to the Not Forgotten, it just doesn't feel as strong as it used to be. So I think that that's not quite as strong of an option as the previous seasons. So I guess the real question is it worth your time to go into the competitive playlist and grind out this sniper? That's a hard one to answer because honestly I think this is probably the weakest of any of the competitive rewards of any recent season. Each time a new weapon came out, it felt incredibly strong when you'd get it. So for example, the Redrick's Claymore was one of the strongest weapons in that sandbox, just incredibly lethal. Luna's Howl, Not Forgotten, obviously two of the best guns in the game at the time. The Mountaintop was very strong and still to this day is a very good pick. And then the Recluse is one of the best guns in the game. I would say that this sniper does not fit that same criteria. It certainly feels like the weakest of the bunch. With that said though, I think it's still worth grinding for those particular situations like Countdown where this sniper could be really strong. If you are interested in grinding out this gun and you need a little bit of help, my friends and I are going to continue doing a lot of competitive help on Twitch. You can check us out at twitch.tv/pattycakespc. I'm going to be doing this kind of help all season long, so just please stop in, say hi, let us know you'd like some help, and I'd be happy to do that for you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the Crucible.